So we are closing in. This is going to be the tower pipe, and it's going to be welded to that plate there. That's got a hole for the cable, and this bit here, just a bit of scrap that I cleaned up, partially cleaned up, that's going to go there, and then two hinges are going to be welded on like so, which will attach underneath here with either welding or bolts. I haven't decided yet, and that will mean that this is going to be adjustable. So I'll show it from the side. It's going to move up and down like this, and then I'll fix it in place. The bolts, which will be longer, will be welded to the frame, and they'll come up to about here, so meaning that I'll have from that angle to that angle kind of thing to adjust, and the tower pipe will just go with the flow. So because it has to be pointing up in the air a few degrees, and I thought that would be interesting, so I'm just going to do that now. Sorry, obviously the whole point of having that is so I can adjust it and see what works better. You could even have, with a bit more thought, wouldn't need a lot, of kind of furling mechanism where it could go up if it needed to, sort of tilt back. You'd have to have some springs somewhere, but that's the idea. So I'm just going to give those hinges a tack on their bit of a 20mm bar here. Bish bosh. Look at that. Cast thy noggin upon those beauties. Aye! Give it a little brush, see what we got. I don't think I showed you this in the last video, which needs a little bit more adjustment. What I did, I measured two holes up as well as I could using this brake disc guide, because there's 6 bolts under there. It's only got 2 in at the minute, and so before that flies, that'll be taken off and drill some more in. That's only a 5-minute job, and get it all centered up perfectly, as it is not at the minute. Peace. That's the adjustment bit. That's my welding from 5 years ago. That's the hole where the tower pipe is going to fit on. The next job is to weld that bolt and that bolt. You see they've got a bit of an angle. They have to be welded on to these spots here. What I've done, when I weld them on, I've drilled a bigger hole than 10mm, and I've shifted them this way a bit, so as it comes out, yes. So there you can see the bigger hole, so that as this panel moves up and down, it will have clearance. So that's how the plate's going to look on the bottom. And now these bolts need welding onto the frame. There's one either side, that one and that one. You'll see it's coming out at a bit of an angle, and that is quite a high angle, but the whole point is it can go up and down as long as I weld these on properly. Yeah, big up. So that's the next job, and then when everything's cushy, these bits here will get welded to the inside of the frame there, and then we should have a very solid but adjustable mechanism for the tower pipe, which will then go on like so, and then it can be lowered down a bit. So yeah, the next just... Oh, no gas on the knob. Well, that's a big enough lump. And that's a wrap. Lovely, only got a tiny bit of bushage. But yeah, so that's to allow the tailpipe to be adjusted. It will sit on like so in the centre. One slight issue I've got is that due to the pipes being very weird, the interior of this pipe is 55 and the exterior of the top of the tower is 50. So what I'm either going to do is roll up some aluminium as I did before, or I was tempted to drill some holes through here and put the top of the bolt on the inside. Let me see if I've got a bolt. There's the bolt. Actually, is that the right bolt? No, that's the wrong bolt. Let me get the right bolt. These. I was actually thinking, so of drilling holes, maybe 8 holes, sorry, 1, 2, and then at quarters round, and have that showing on the inside to somewhat adjust the size of the top. If you get me on the inside, make it snug. So we'll try that, but that is a major success because that was one of the sticking points. So just a reminder, the cable comes through there, and job done. The cable will actually have to come from here, round here, and down and under. So yeah, peace. Sorry to keep going on. Also, if I wanted to, there'd be nothing stopping me having a bolt and a big washer at the top, big washer on the inside, and a very powerful spring. You could have a very powerful spring so it could actually tip back to a certain level in the high wind. That's an option. So yeah, but I think that's pretty cool. Let me know in the comments if you think it's a good idea. Adjustable tower pipe wind turbine mechanism. Aye. So I've finally got it on the pipe. So this isn't quite flat, so you may see that it sticks slightly up on the left hand side. Yeah, that's quite a lot of work, that. So yeah, this is fully adjustable and it should be good. Sweet! By the way, it's meant to stick up in the air like that. It does have a tiny bit of movement, but not much. So yeah, that's good. Now really all's left for me to put it back together and get it set up and try sticking on the tower. So that'll be the video for tomorrow. Peace. So this is kind of how it's looking at the moment. And yeah, that's where I've got up to. So hopefully tomorrow, pipe's all on proper. It's up at a bit of an angle, how it should be. So sweet as a nut.